Hello. As you're aware, GamesPlusJames ended on episode 40, where the last episode was collecting coins. So, I've decided to do episode 41, inventory system. So, it's not going to be as good as his. I certainly don't have the same dulcet tones, but we'll do our best. So, if we're going to create an inventory system, first of all, we need to create something to pick up. So we need a new empty object that we're going to call a barrel, because I'm just that imaginative. So if we scroll down through James's stuff, we can see there's what looks like a barrel there. There we go. If you have a look at here, it says Z minus 139, which is not what we want. We want it to be 0. So on now with the player, so there it is. Order line minus 10, the same as we did with the coins. And there we go. So I'll just put this over here. There's our barrel. Now the barrel will need to have a mono behavior on it. So if we go to scripts and create a new C# script, and we'll call that inventory controller. Open that in Visual Studio. I don't really like mono develop. And then we need to put some variables that we would expect a barrel to have, or any collectible really. So for any inventory item, what's it going to have? It's going to have a name, so string item name. It's going to have a weight. It's going to have a value. We need to know whether we can pick up the item, and when we build the inventory manager, we'll figure that one out. But just for now, we need to have a private bool called can pick up. Okay. Okay, now for our item, we need to have a way for us to know that it's there. So we need a box collider. Box collider 2D needs to be a trigger. Just make sure it's centered over it. Maybe a bit smaller. Okay. Now, so we need a script for us to recognize when we've entered that box collider. So we'll have a private void on trigger enter 2D. We'll keep it the same as James does, so we'll call it other there. If other dot name is equal to player. Okay, so if the player has went over and tried to pick it up, then we need to check if you can pick it up. So for example, if your inventory is full or you're already carrying too much, you wouldn't be able to pick it up. So can pick up. If can pick up right. So how do we work out if we can pick something up? Well, what we need to do is work out what the player already has. So we need to now build the player's inventory manager. So do another. Let's click on the player. Where is it? There we go. Add a new create C# strip, and we'll call this inventory manager. Click on the player and add the inventory manager to that. Forget about that for the moment. Inventory manager. So right, so we've added the inventory manager to the player's prefab. So let's go into that inventory manager. So just like with the player's health manager, we need to see what are we tracking here. So we're going to track the current weight of the items in the inventory. The max weight, so the maximum that the player can hold. So maybe you would update that when you level up, for example. You need to keep track of the amount of items we're currently carrying, the volume, so that's total items. And we need to have a name, a gap and a name for everything that we're adding. So we need a public array of strings, like that, and called item name. Okay, and then we don't need anything in start, we don't need anything in update, but what we do need is a way for us to add things to the inventory. So we need public bool add item to inventory, and this is going to receive the details about the item to add. So if you remember when we had the controller, we had these things. This is what every item has. So I'll just put this here for a second. Public string item name, int item weight, and an int of item value. Doesn't want to play. get rid of that. This public bool means that we're going to return a bool. So we're going to return a bool for whether you can or can't pick it up when this is called. So okay. So we're going to ask if the current weight plus the collectible weight, so the item weight, is smaller than or equal to the max weight. So if what we're already carrying plus the weight of what we want to pick up is less than or equal to the total we can carry, then we're going to be allowed to pick it up. And we also want to make sure, and the total volume of items here is smaller than or equal to the total that we can carry, which is the item name dot length. So if there's 20 spaces in the array, then if total items is less than 20, then we can pick something up. So what we're saying is that if we can pick it up, then pick it up. So we need to make sure that the current weight goes up. So plus equals the item weight. The item name is stored. So item name in the latest empty space. So the item name for the total items that we have is equal to the item name that we've been sent. We need to iterate the total volume that we have. So what do we call that? The total items. Total items is now one more, and then we want to return the fact that this is true. So return true. String item name, total items equals item name. And if we can't add it, then we need to return false. So we can't pick it up. Okay. So then back to the inventory controller, can pick up. So this is where we set it up. So can pick up equals right. So we need to make a reference to that manager now. So let's have a private inventory manager called VIM, and then over here called VIM equals find object of type inventory manager. Okay, and then can pick up equals VIM dot, and then what do we call it? Add item to inventory, and then send it the information it needs, which is these three. So item name, item weight, and item value. So it's going to say send them that information off, and if it's correct, if it says yes you can pick it up, then add all the items to the inventory, and then if it's true and you've picked it up, destroy the game object. If not, leave it where it is. Don't know why this isn't working. String int equals item name. It's because I use an item name here and also item name here. So we'll call that new item name. So equals new item name. So don't use the same thing twice because that's the confusion you get. So save that. Now when this comes through, we now should have on the player controller, wherever it is, here. So the current weight, the max weight, the total items, and this item name. So let's say you can carry 20 things. Your current weight 0, and the max weight is 20. Okay. And then if we go back to our barrel, we need to give this the inventory controller. So we'll call this a barrel. Give it an item weight of 1 and a value of 1, which we haven't used yet, but we will use later on. It's there. So what we're expecting now is you can walk across there, pick it up, it removes itself, and then in the inventory manager, the max weight will stay the same, the current weight will go up 1, the total items will go up 1, and element 0 should now say barrel. So let's see what happens. So we're expecting these to all change. There we go. Current weight of 1, max weight stays the same, 1 item, still 20, but a barrel in 0, and the barrel went. So there you go. I hope that you found that more easy to follow, and I encourage you all to add your own episodes so we can all work together to finish off James's fantastic project. Thank you very much, and maybe I'll speak to you again sometime.